Good morning. Welcome back, everybody. And today we are going to talk about the Bill 7, Bill number 7 of 2025. I know that there's a lot of people that have commented on Bill 7. A lot of scholars have talked about it, and it's been taken to court, and the court ruled that Bill 7 was unconstitutional. It was not, they didn't follow the right procedure, and that they should restart the whole process and all that. I know there's a lot of talk about Bill 7, and I mean, everybody knows the subject of Bill 7 in Zambia. That is the bill that, just to update the world, when I say the world, I mean people who do not come from Zambia. That is the rest of the world. There is a plan, in Zambia, there is a way they want to legally kill democracy in Zambia, you see. So, there've been so much talk, a lot of confusion, and it's all over the news in Zambia about Bill 7, Bill 7 is a bill that they want to use to systematically kill democracy in Zambia, so that power is concentrated to only one individual. So one individual will be able to control all the arms of government. One human being will be able to control the legislature, will be able to control the judiciary, will be able to control the cabinet, everything. You see? So they want to use Bill 7 to do that. And that is why you have seen that in Zambia there has been a lot of talking, a lot of confusion, a lot of backlash, fighting back, and all those things. Now, I don't have all the time in the world to explain from the beginning of Bill 7 to the end of Bill 7. I don't have that time. But today, today, the place where it has reached is for the Senate, or in Zambia we call it the Parliament, okay, or the House. They are supposed to vote for that bill. That is where it has reached. So today I'm just going to comment on how the bill is going to affect the members of Parliament. You understand? Because those are the ones who have got the key at this point in time to stop Bill 7. It is the members of Parliament, you see. I know that the incoming president, Makebi Zulu, has already taken action to petition the Constitutional Court to throw away this bill because it is illegal, it is unconstitutional, and the Constitutional Court already judged that it was illegal. So why push it when the courts have already ruled that it is unconstitutional? It is against the law. So, I want to address the members of Parliament today. Today, I want to just specifically talk about how this bill is going to affect members of Parliament. the same people who are trying to authorize this bill, how it will bite them if they vote for this bill, how it will come back and bite you, members of parliament. Because some of these members of parliament, right, they have not even read this bill in its details. You see? The devil is in the details of this bill. So, if you go to clause 11 of that bill, paja pa tuma subsection pamene paja, muzapeza kuti there is what they are saying that the president can prorogue parliament. Maana? I know that my praise singers, they don't know what that means. Vote, they don't know what it means to prorogue parliament. It is not to dissolve parliament. It is not to stop parliament. Parliament will still be there, but it's prorogued. So what does that mean? Imwe ma singers. Chimeaninga chani. Imwe mene mu supporter anyhow. You people who just support anyhow, come and explain to me here in the comment section. I want you to explain what does it mean to prorogue parliament? Na imwe uko ku Simonson House, mubwere mutiuze muziba chizungu. Imwe waku Simonson House, you know how to speak English. You have been teaching us English. So now come and explain to us, what does it mean to prorogue parliament? And imwe ma MPs imwe, are you sure you want to be prorogued? You want to be under prorogation? So, for the sake of the rest of Zambians, let me explain what prorogation of parliament means. It means that the parliament is frozen. It is not killed, it is not stopped, it is not dissolved, but it has been frozen. Maybe we can even put it in this way. It means that they switch off the light in the house. So there is load shedding. You can't see where you are going, or you are just on the same spot. Mana? And the people don't understand these things. Ngati mwenzomvera ma youths bakambati kulibe ati independent, no independent member of parliament will be allowed to stand. Vija. You have to understand. They want, because when they started talking about that, I was questioning, how are they going to stop people from exercising their constitutional right? I can't see. They want to take it away. They want to take it away. That there will be no human beings exercising their constitutional right. They want to do it illegally. Prorogation of parliament means that the parliament is frozen. And what the Bill 7 is saying that the president only needs to consult the speaker. Only talk to the speaker, pick up the phone and call the speaker. Oh, speaker, I want to prorogue parliament today. Kwasira. So even if the speaker says, no, you cannot prorogue parliament, we have got a lot of important issues national issues to talk about. Even if the speaker says no, the law still gives the president the power to go ahead. You see? Because consultation, it doesn't means or authorizing. It just means I'm letting you know. Since the speaker is the one who is actually the presiding officer in parliament. So I'm just letting you know. it doesn't matter whether the speaker says yes or no. He's just being consulted. They don't need the authority. The president doesn't need the authority from the speaker. He just needs to consult the speaker. So the speaker, whether he likes it or not, the president can still do that. Okay? Now, if the president, Imama members of parliament, I'm dealing with the members of parliament today. If you allow the president to prorogue parliament, do you know how it's going to affect you? Members of parliament, because it is alleged that some of the members of parliament have been given some money to vote in a certain way. You know? It is alleged. But now, let's say that you vote in a certain way because you have been given something. Now, do you know how that is going to affect you? You yourself who voted. Not the people, tikalibo bwera kuwantuko. Kali wantu nisho mwabachita betray. But manja imo mamene mwavota imo. Do you know how it's going to affect you? If parliament is prorogued, it means that there is no debate, there is no sitting, there is no checks and balances that parliament can do. There is completely nothing that is going on. They have frozen the parliament. Eh? And that can be used. Let's say that the parliament wants to impeach the president, or maybe there is something wrong that has happened, and the parliament wants to impeach the president. The president can just decide that, okay, today I'm proroguing parliament. Kwasira, I'm freezing a parliament yonse. So, sumunga cheat impeachment. You can't impeach the president. Man, even if he's wrong, you can't impeach him. Kairi, he has frozen parliament. He has prorogued the parliament. There is not going to be any debate. There is not going to be any business there. There is not going to be anything. Is that MPs? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Let's say another example I can give you is that let's say that the president has made a mistake, because the president is a human being just like me here. I can be a president tomorrow, and I'm not a perfect person, especially if I grew up being abused, or maybe I grew up in very difficult conditions, so my emotional health is not stable. I am not like I need a lot of healing. Then I make all those mistakes I want. And tomorrow, Parliament wants to lift my immunity. I can just go to the Parliament and say, oh, I'm proroguing Parliament today. So no business, no debates, no checks and balances, nothing. Another example is if there's a bill that has to come to Parliament for debate, because kulima independent members of Parliament, they have got independent motions which they can table on the floor of the House. Maana, if me as a president, I don't like that bill, I can just say, okay, today I'm proroguing Parliament. I'm not dissolving Parliament, I'm just proroguing it. Mazambians, I always tell you, Mazambians, listen, Mazambians, what you are trying to do is like, members of Parliament, it's like you are trying to sell your birthrights with a piece of bread. Monga vijavina chitika mu Bible, like exactly what happened in the Bible, where the elder brother sold his birthright to the younger brother with a piece of bread. How about your members of parliament? Are you thinking about your children, your grandchildren, who are going to suffer under that decision you want to make? Are you thinking about them? Or you are just looking at the piece of bread that you have today in your stomach today? My members of parliament, I always tell you here, nimakuuzani my members of parliament, you can't sell your country and expect you to be okay. Another way Bill 7 is going to affect you, my members of parliament. Look at this thing. You can be replaced at any time by the party that sponsored you. Let's say that in a BAPHIRI, I am the member of parliament. Let's say I'm the member of parliament for Soweto Market. I'm just giving an example for these people to understand that what they are voting for is going to come back and bite them. Even in the Bible, it's there. I have not yet come to the Bible, because if I start with the Bible, one to example come back to, oh yeah, he's preaching, oh yeah, he's preaching. So now I'm not coming there, but I'll give you examples too. Let's say that in wakambato imwe ati BAPHIRI tifuna timanje muyambe kuvala ma gloves ya white. Bwana, they put a demand on me kuti okay tifuna muyambe kuvala ma gloves ya white BAPHIRI. Mukankala hapo pa television muzivala ma gloves ya white. And I have said that no, I cannot wear white gloves. That alone can bring a problem between me and my party. When my members of parliament, that can bring a problem between me and my party, the party that sponsored me kutini member of parliament. That problem ingalete problem to the point that wangabwere vanichita expel or vani firing mupati. So wakani firing mupati, it means that I'm going to lose my position as an MP. And if I lose my position as an MP, I can be replaced by not a by-election, but an appointment, which means that my party, the head of my party, can appoint somebody to come and replace me. Now, that somebody has not been voted for. Maona? That somebody who is replacing me is not going to represent the people that I was representing. Soweto Market, I was representing some people, but those people are not going to be them choosing who should represent me them. It will be my party that will choose for them. So that means that that MP is going to be loyal to the party, not to the people that he is representing. You understand these things? Yeah? So that's why, my members of parliament, you should look beyond. You should look beyond. Look in the future. Don't just look at yourself today. Bakupasa uloka something wadiamo ka something baspamene hapo, then you start now getting confused. No. Wanaka. This is killing democracy systematically. Systematically killing democracy. Manje as a senior cadre, I have got a question to the president. Why is it that you want to mute people, that people should not be talking? Why is it so? Why? Now, some people may say, but why are you asking the president that question? I'm asking the president that question because, number one, he signed a cyber law, gagging people from stopping people from talking freely. He signed that bill. And it was signed privately, secretly. The rest of the world were told by American embassy. American embassy is the one that announced that this bill has been signed in Zambia. Have you seen? So all of us, we heard from the American government that they have signed this bill through American embassy. But we are the owners of the country. We are in the country there, but we were not told by our government. It was a different government that is announced. And when they announced, they didn't even announce for us. They were announcing for their citizens. And that's how we heard when they were announcing to their citizens. That's how even us Mazambians heard about that announcement. So already that one, there's a lot of something fishy there. Why didn't they tell us? Why didn't we have to hear it from another government? Maana, that is a problem. There is an attempt to muzzle, to mute people from talking. They don't want people to talk. Maana? Now, the people of Zambia had members of parliament to speak for them, because they are being muted through cyber laws. And the same cyber laws, I want to tell the world today, because there are a lot of there are Americans who are Zambians who are being arrested because of the cyber laws. Maana, I want to tell the world that those cyber laws which they are using to arrest Americans in Zambia, they are selectively applied. This means that if a Zambian from a certain region is accused of the same allegations, that Zambian or that American who is originating from that certain region will not be prosecuted. For example, if an American, a Zambian American, is arrested, but his origins are from the Zambezi region, let's say from Southern Province, Northwestern Province, and Western Province, they will not be prosecuted. But if a Zambian American who is from, let's say, the region I come from, the region in the east or in the north, even if you commit the same crime, you are accused of committing the same crime, the person from the north or from the east will be prosecuted. Those are the Zambian Americans you hear that they are being arrested in Zambia for cyber. But you understand me? I want the world to know, because this is not fair. I want the world to know, especially the American government. I want them to know that it's not fair. So even if this is why you see that some of those cases, they are not going for trial. They are just trying to pressure the detainee. They just pressure them to go into things like plea deals. Because if they go for trial, there will be a lot of talking that will be all over the internet, and the FBI can catch that, the CIA can catch that, and they can now understand that their citizens are being unfairly treated. But me, I'm here to explain to the world so that they can understand. Because democracy in Zambia is dying slowly. It's dying slowly because of these laws. You see? Why is it that they want to stop people from talking? They started with the cyber laws. That is to make Zambians quiet. Now they have come to the parliament. The parliament is now the voice for the Zambians to speak for them to the government. But now they are trying to also mute the voices of the members of parliament. Is that normal? Why is it that they are afraid? This is not the right way to do things. I can tell you, Imoma Zambians and Imoma members of parliament, I can tell you, this is not the right way to do things. I'm still on the members of parliament. The other thing that you need to understand, especially I would like the world to understand, because these kind of laws, in the future, they may bring some kind of conflict. I'm just telling you this. These kind of laws, they may bring a lot of conflict. This is how civil wars start. And this is why I'm explaining to the world, so that the big countries like America, big countries like Germany, UK, European Union, the United States can do something about these things, because it's a seed. It's a bad seed that they are planting. And when that seed grows, it's going to bring in a lot of bad fruits. For example, the government has not said which places they want to divide, to delimitate, or to gerrymander. Let me use the word for our American friends and other parts of the world. Let them understand. We are talking about delimitation in Zambia, but actually, what it actually means is what is called here gerrymandering. Gerrymandering. They want to gerrymander the Zambezi region. They want to gerrymander the Zambezi region against the rest of the country. And that's why they have not even published the constituencies they want to gerrymander. They haven't published that, because most of those constituencies are they are concentrated in the Zambezi region. Zambezi regions means that Southern Province, Northwestern Province, and Western Province. These three regions. Now, Zambia has got 10 regions. They have got 10 provinces. But now we are concentrating power, development, and everything else to 3 regions. Now, you tell me, the world, I want the world to tell me. Now, if you are going to concentrate the development to 3 regions, but you are getting the resources from the other region, the northern region. The northern region in Zambia, that's where we have got mineral resources, okay? So you tell me, you're gonna get all the minerals from the northern region and other parts of the country, and come and concentrate them, develop the southern region alone. You tell me, how are the people where you are getting the mineral resources going to feel? How are they going to feel? And are you telling me that they are going to continue enduring that injustice for how long? Because they want to gerrymander that Zambezi region. Gerrymander it. In other words, there will be 2 sets of citizens. There will be first-class citizens and the regular citizens. The first-class citizens will receive a lot of development. They will receive a lot of funding. They will receive a lot of government services. Because each constituency, like right now, what we have got 156 constituencies. Now, each constituency receives about 30 million somewhere there, kwacha, for what they call Constituency Development Fund. It's called CDF, okay? So if you divide the southern region so many times, that means that one small area has been divided into 10 times. So you are going to receive the 30 million kwacha 10 times in that small region. Whereas the rest of Zambia, which is the majority of Zambia, which is where they are even collecting the mineral resources to fund that, we only receive 130 million. And those are the ones who own the ground where the minerals are coming from. Is coming from those people, and they are only given 130 million. Whereas that small area, which they have gerrymandered a lot, is receiving 30 millions. So are you telling me that you are creating a balanced Zambia, whereby you are going to give 300 million to this group and only 30 million to that group? Let them develop themselves. You see? So it means that they want to legally create two sets of people. One set of citizens will be first-class citizens, and another set of citizens will be regular citizens, like some of us who come from the east, some of us who come from the north. We are all going to be second-class citizens. And the MPs and members of parliament, you want to vote for that bill. And even you yourself, you are not safe. Because the day you differ with the president, or the day you differ with your party that sponsored you, you can be replaced by somebody who didn't campaign, somebody who didn't even spend any money to campaign. Is just going to be appointed and he's going to replace you. Like the example I gave, that like they tell me, oh, BAPHIRI, we want you to be wearing white gloves. And in a white gloves, we don't get along. So that means that I can commit that alleged offense, and through that, I can be fired from my party, and when they fire me from my party, I can stop representing the people that voted for me. One. This is what Bill 7 is talking about. Now, the time is gone. We are going to continue talking about this, but I just wanted to address the members of parliament because they are the ones who have the key to change these things. This means that even if the president is wrong, you cannot impeach him. Because the day you want to start the impeachment process, he can prorogue parliament. He can freeze parliament. Have you seen? If there is a bad bill that he doesn't like, but the people like it, he can also freeze parliament. He can prorogue parliament. Is that what you want? That only one man is going to rule everything in Zambia? Only one man. I mean, there is no monopoly of wisdom. All of us can contribute. Why is it that only one man is the one who has the wisdom and the knowledge to do everything? It's not like that. So my members of parliament, I am urging you, even if you want to please anybody, or they have given you something a piece of bread to eat, make sure when you go to vote, vote wisely. Look at your children, look at your grandchildren, look at the Zambia you are going to leave behind. Don't be like the children of the brothers of Joseph, who sold Joseph thinking that he's going to be a slave, but they ended up being themselves the slaves. Don't be like those people who threw Meshach, Daniel, and Abednego in the furnace of fire, thinking that they are going to burn those people, but they are the ones who got burnt. Don't be like Haman, who thought that he was going to kill Mordecai, but he ended up being killed on the same gallows that he had built for Mordecai. Ni Bible yo manje, tangena ku Bible. Ndabantu bambiri bagaza kuti sidi akanda sazi wa Bible. Oh, nizi wa Bible. This is a Bible. Look at the people who threw Daniel Mujamu, in the den of lions. They are the ones who got eaten. So don't think that you are punishing Zambians. There is a way God will reward you. Look at Iseba PF. A lot of those standing orders in parliament were passed by PF. But look at how they have worked against PF now. It is the PF members who are being suspended in parliament. But we are the ones who brought them. So don't think that you are doing something, you are doing somebody. No. It will backfire on you. Back to sender prayers. Thank you for listening. And I want to hear the views of other Zambians and other people from the other parts of the world. I would like you to make your comments. I want to hear what you think about what we just discussed today. So right now, as we are talking about, this bill is in court because there is a lot of contention on this bill. Thank you for listening. God bless Zambia and God bless the USA. Thank you.